All right, so here we're gonna be working on the driver's side, doing another combo of the upper control arm and the strut, which had the new control arm there, and the strut's over there. I'll show you the difference between the two. And you got the nice new one. If you didn't know the passenger side, go ahead and check out my video. It's on my channel. I separated the two just because it's such a huge project on this car that it takes such a long video, and I didn't want to make it a 45-minute video. So, passenger side, we're going to be doing the driver's side now. First things first, get to know it. So, top of the control arm, here's the front one right here. Now, there's one back here. So what you have to do is remove a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to remove everything above it, which is gonna be this brake fluid reservoir, and I'm gonna try not to remove anything else, but we'll get there when we get there. So first things first, piece of plastic, it's held on by 2 push pins. They're missing them. I will get that out of the way. All right, so I'm gonna start off with removing these two. It's the top of the strut mounts. But I don't see this connected anywhere else, but hopefully that can remove this. It's a 13mm. I guess I better go the right way, huh? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Okay, that wasn't bad. I'll do the same for this one. That wasn't bad either. All right, good, good, good. Off to a good start. Oh. Okay. Can move this up and out of the way. Hide that. Slide those back on real quick. Now, getting a good practice. This is your first time doing struts. Don't take all these out all the way. A lot of times when you undo the bottom where the base of the strut is and you have these down, it's just gonna fall out. This one, probably not. The other side didn't. I don't remember, but yeah, like I said, don't get too crazy back there because you will hurt yourself. Okay, let's see with this. Alright. Again, right now I'm just getting stuff out of the way. Hoping not to remove everything else, but alright, so unfortunately I'm going to have to remove everything up top. So I'll start with the windshield wipers, which are a 14mm. I think it's 13mm. If you don't have one of these, might be a good time to grab one from Amazon. Whatever you can get fast as possible, next day shipping. Here's how these work. Unloosen it up, pinch it, go right around the base of this. There we go. And you're gonna line that screw up with that bolt head. Just keep turning until it pops the... Any second now. There it goes. And it pops the windshield wiper right off. See? We'll do the same for the other side. Alright, so now you're just going to work your way around and remove all the push pins all the way across. one side. So now we're gonna have to remove the strut tower brace so we can get rid of all this stuff. These are 13mm also. So if you actually look down in the wheel well and you look straight up, you can see these two. They're going to be pretty corroded, so you might want to put some PB or some WD-40 or whatever you like to use. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to remove these three also. Now they won't come off, so I'm gonna use a bolt grip so I can really dig in. Oh. Nope. Yeah, see, they're just breaking off. That's the shape of what this car is in. All right, so that I don't try this one. Nope. Okay, so I don't want to break that one off. So I'm going to move on to the other side, and I'm going to just, you don't have to take out, just loosen up the other two. Actually, I'm not even going to do that because this already is up high enough. All right, so now it's time to get this reservoir out. It has a 10mm bolt back here, and then one right here. I already took out the back one because it's kind of a pain in the butt because it's right behind this rubber grommet for the windshield wiper component. Okay. All right. Now this is nice and loose. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this top hose out of the way. Maybe not. Anytime a hose gets stuck like that, just go ahead and get some pliers, break it loose, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's free. Okay, I'm gonna have that facing up. This right here just held on there, so we'll go ahead and get this disconnected. Get this hose up and out of the way. Now the only thing left down here is the main hose. Figure that out in a second. Let's go ahead and get that out. Set this off to the side. Now right down here, you can't really see it, but there's a size 7 E-Torx bolt. There's that. Oh, there you are. Alright, so how I'm going to do this is I took a ratchet wrench, stuck it down there, and right there's the 13mm. I'll go ahead and crank away until that's off. So I got my ratchet wrench, push forward this hose right here, stuck in between there to get back there. Alright, so unfortunately my GoPro battery died, but just remove the master cylinder, the top reservoir. Honestly, I should have done this first. I don't know why I didn't. Stupidity, I'm really tired, but it's just 2 rubber pegs, which you can see that right there. Just lift off the reservoir. You can drain it first. If not, take it off really fast and plug it. And then, because it plugs into here, and then 2 14mm, and you're gonna need, I'll put the tools in the description, forget those. And that's your master cylinder right there that connects into the brake booster. You'll have 2 plug-ins right there. Now that we got all of that done, now you can finally come down here and see that bolt, which is right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this one because it's easier. So using a ratchet wrench, this is a 15mm. Oh, okay. All right, so just like the other side, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come down here and we're gonna see where it's resting at, and then we're gonna dig in some marks. There. Now I'm gonna come down here and do the same for this 15mm nut. Pull it towards you. All right, so just like the other side, we're going to cut this off. And that's it. I know you're asking why didn't you just do that in the first place, but I wanted to show you the proper way on how to get rid of that, but I just spent too much time on it and I got a lot of other vehicles due today, so that's what you have to do sometimes. Just cut it off. It's probably the fastest way anyways. 15 millimeter. So when you get the bottom one out, you can remove the bottom one first. You can rotate it up. You move the top one. I suggest replacing these. You got them off, replace them. They are not, so I got to reuse them. But now we'll back out the rest of these 13 millimeter. There we go, now the strut is free. Drop that down. And come up here. Take out our 2 bolts. Remove that. Make sure they match, which they do. Don't gotta worry about lining them up right now. Right now it's just getting the bolts back in. through. Okay, now we're not going to really worry about putting those in because we have to align them up, and then but we have to get the strut on first. Well, that's freaking great. Drop that one. Probably been easier if I would remove the reservoir, but power steering, but eh. All right, now we take the strut. I didn't go the right way. There we go. Now it's the right way. Okay. We'll come up top. We'll just gently lift it up. Have one of these nuts ready. I'll just get one more if I can find it right there. That's good. There we go. Now, I don't want to tighten it all the way up because whatever wiggle room I can get out of here. See? Lift up on the lower control arm. Give a couple lightly taps with the hammer. Add the nut on the other, the 21mm nut on the other side. $18mm. Done. Now we can get our upper control arm and put it back to where those markings that we have, which is about right here. Go tighten it up. Alright, perfect. So, here we are. Get lined back up to the factory ones were. Then you tighten up the one side and it'll hold. There, now tighten up the other side. Put the top through, and then and rotate it around. And what I'm going to do is first, I'll blow some high pressure air through the center, try to knock off anything that's on there. I want to get all that rust off. Get that on there like that. I'll do the same to the bottom. And we'll drive that back on. Whew. Yeah, as you can tell, this car is disintegrating. Oh yeah, I think that's the one where the aftermarket is a 19. It's 19. All right, and that's the easy part. Now let's go back up top and do the hard part. Alright. All these different wiring harnesses we gotta get up out of the way. This one goes right here. Before you put this in, you got to bench bleed it, which there's a lot of great videos out there that show you how to do it. I'll leave a link in the description of my favorite. I can't even think of the guy's name, but he does a really good job. Get the wiring harnesses plugged back in. There's two, one at the top, one at the bottom. But you cannot see the one at the bottom. Promise. 14 millimeter. That's to make sure that the reservoir doesn't come off the master cylinder. Slides in right above that back hose. That back brake line hose, I should say, not just the back hose. Okay, good enough. Get it in the plastic so you don't have to get too crazy with it. Alright, so we can route this hose back underneath here. Oh yeah, I think this one goes here. Yes. More importantly, put this wiring harness back. Here we go. That's for the level indicator. Let you know when you're out of fluid or not. We can go ahead and put this 10 millimeter back. And we got one in the back corner, like I said earlier, just really hard to film. All right. Okay. So the hose goes up front. This hose wraps around here. Everything's good. That's full. It's locked in. Turn you back this way. Undo these. Slide that back on. Maneuver this around. Put this back over here. All right, great. At least hit the ground. That's always nice. All right, found it. Snug these up. You're in my way. So as far as underneath the engine bay, it's all good. Now I'm going to pump the brakes and get some fluid back going through there. Then I'm going to bleed them out. Take care of the two strut mounts. Strut tower brace, I should say. Now we're going to put back the shield. Passenger side goes on first. Now, when you line it up, this plastic piece is supposed to go connect to the bottom of the windshield. See, you hear it's nice little snap. There we go. That's nice. Do the same with the driver's side. I lied to you. Driver's side goes on first. Then you can get the passenger side in. There we go. That's better. Now I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get all these push pins put back in, and then I'll get back to you. Put them back to where they were. And you take the rubber cap and put it back. That rubber cap back, and we're all done.